I shit my pants.
But did you shit a little kid's pants?
No.
No, not this time, or no, not ever?
I've never shit in little kids' pants.
Welcome to the Guys Review, where we review media products and experiences, and hopefully not shitting on kids.
Shitting on kids is bad, but it's okay to punch a kid, right, Trey?
Depends on what the kid did.
If you put hands on you first, right?
Yeah, self-defense, man. Fear
Wow.
for my life.
My name is Steven. I'm one of your four co-hosts. Together with us, well, finally again, and as always, we have Chris, Trey, and Tucker. Say hello, fellas.
Oh, me. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back,
It's only been like a month.
Mr. Carter.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
It's a great show.
Oh, it is.
Everybody says. Y'all want a snacky? I bought y'all all a snacky.
What the hell is that?
Haystacks. Well, you had 'em?
What?
I'm going to hard pass, but,
It's peanut butter.
you know, like,
I'll try it.
Welcome
I'm
Back
surprised-
Cotter gave us John Travolta.
I'll try it.
I'm surprised it didn't have mayonnaise in it.
Oh, it probably does.
No.
It could.
What was this, peanut butter and what?
Chow mein noodles.
What the hell is that?
Peanuts.
Okay. Well, anyways,
Butterscotch.
Actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
I got you. Well, so here we are. We're going to be reviewing My Cousin Vinny today. But before we get to that, of course, let's talk about our weeks. We'll start with Chris since you haven't been here for a while. We'll go Chris, me, Trey, Tucker. How's that sound? Since you just put something in your mouth.
Is it pulling on your dentures?
Hey, some people can't help that, all right?
Yeah.
Hey. Just want to pull mine on out.
You never do for me, and I feel like you should do that all the time.
What, flip my teeth out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just sounded like you were smacking on something then.
Yeah, it's teeth.
Would you stop
Sounds
fucking
delicious.
doing that?
No. Chris, how was your week, man?
Well, you got a friend that can pop his eye out.
Oh. I don't
He's
think
a nice guy.
I don't think I ever want to see that.
He did last night.
Did he really?
Yeah, he popped his eye out last night, which was pretty cool.
I'm jealous. All I can do is pull my wiener out.
And that's not very impressive.
It's not. They tell me to put it back and throw stuff at me.
Little 2-inch thunder thimble going on.
Who's they?
Anybody that sees it.
Just anyone who's around.
Yeah.
Wait, what does Whitney say?
Not again.
Yeah, she sort of giggles. It's cute.
I was in the pool. It's cold. It's July.
Man, we were supposed to get some seltzers to try out.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Tell them about that.
Yeah, they're not being released yet, but there is a hard Coke seltzer.
Cola.
Hard, whatever. Cola, Coke. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, is it
From-
made by Coke?
No.
No,
Well,
that's the reason why I can't call it
then it's a
Coke.
hard cola.
Yeah.
He said, think of it as like drinking Czech Cola or, which it makes sense because you can't.
Members Mark.
Members Mark.
That's the Walmart Sam's
Is it?
brand. Yeah.
Anyways,
So-
AK Cola, whatever it is.
Yeah. What
So
else?
We were going to try that.
Yeah.
And then like dude dipped out.
Then,
on
yeah.
us.
Then he just left and
he
didn't
left on us.
didn't leave us any. So
I'll go by his house tonight when I leave from here. Hey, where's
yeah,
our seltzer?
I said grab a few and we'll bring them here. We can
Yeah.
try them out, but that didn't happen.
He swear they were really good.
Who are you stealing these from?
Somebody.
A dude who's a rep.
Yeah.
What else? How was your week?
You know, it's been pretty good.
Where you been?
Work. Which week? Which week?
You're doing great, bud.
Very compelling.
Which week are
Very
you talking
compelling.
about?
I don't know.
I was
Whichever.
in South Carolina.
Nice job.
1
You're
week.
doing terrific.
I was in South Carolina 2 weeks, right? Was it 1 week or 2 weeks?
I think
I
it
don't
was.
know.
I think it was one.
I was in South Carolina 1 week, and then we had family come in the week before.
Mm-hmm.
And then the week before that, I think I was sick.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just really got tired of y'all's asses, and I said, fuck it.
No.
Fair
I
enough.
don't
Felt
wanna
the
deal
same
with
way, but I just didn't. I kept showing up.
It was podcast was kind of nice, wasn't it, for a little while? It's amazing how y'all got more views whenever I wasn't here.
It's been all right. It's been all right.
Is it though?
All right, moving on. My week, it was.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's true. It was all right. I mean, it was kind of general. It's a same old kind of deal. Except for today was very nice. This is, Sunday, and today Chris and our daughters were in the Christmas parade in Auburn.
Oh, thank God I missed that.
So we went down there and did that. It was actually
I
kind
hate
of
parades and fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking hate them.
It's in the middle
Why?
of the day. There's no fireworks.
Yeah, there's no fireworks.
Yeah, I just hate those things in general. Like you never said out loud, "Oh, I'm going to the fucking parade."
Do you hate
never?
kittens and puppies and 4th of July too? Apple pie?
4th of July, I hate. But,
Why do you hate 4th of July?
What about like
they use
actual
fireworks.
Mardi Gras parade?
Yeah, fireworks are fucking awesome.
What about that one?
What about apple pie? Do you hate apple pie?
In New
course he
Orleans.
Hold on.
Did I tell you about the time the paramedics tried to arrest me? It was
In
Mardi
New
Gras.
Orleans?
It was Mardi Gras parade.
A paramedic tried to arrest you?
Oh, they were going to.
Okay, proceed.
Explain.
I had alcohol poisoning like in the hallway of the hotel. Yes.
And the paramedic was going to arrest you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I was face down in my own vomit,
That'll do it.
and I was 18.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
that doesn't have
Yeah, but a paramedic doesn't have arrest powers.
citizens arrest.
He was probably going to take me, pump my stomach, and then have the cops come handle me.
Were you acting a fool?
I was passed out in my own vomit in the
yeah.
hallway
So,
of a hotel.
yes.
Weird.
So you never answered my question. Do you like apple pie?
No,
You're a fucking communist.
that's fine.
You and Steven should get along great.
What? That's not communism, dumbass.
Close enough.
You're whatever. Beyond that, not much else happening this week.
Speaking of apple pie, does anybody put cheese on their apple pie?
No.
What the fuck
Somebody
is wrong with
mentioned
you?
that up to me the other day. They're like, "You don't put cheese on it." I'm like, "Who
I fucking
does
heard
that?"
somebody talk about that.
Yeah, apparently
I've heard it
people do
before.
that.
You put mayonnaise on a fucking banana sandwich.
No, pineapple
Whatever.
difference.
No.
Have you ever
I
put,
bet you'd put it on banana sandwich too, though.
have you ever
Probably
put
would.
have you ever put peanuts in a Coke?
Yeah,
I've never done
RC
that.
I heard it's
Cola.
better with, like Dr. Pepper. but
Old
yeah.
people do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
My
Pepsi.
grandmother used to do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom still does it.
Yeah, my mom does
She
it
gets
with
a
Dr. Pepper.
Pepsi and puts it in there.
I've never done that. I should try it sometime, maybe. But yeah, actually, I guess I'm pretty much done. It was just kind of a humdrum week, you know. Looking forward to the students being out of school and leaving town.
I think you had it right with the kids. We're old now.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't want it to come across as like
Young whippersnapper.
our kids.
Yeah,
like,
but just think though, like
Hey.
you're gonna have like freeze warnings, like all these kids are gonna be gone, and then like God knows what you're gonna.
I know.
gonna work,
I
too,
mean,
when they
it's-
come back.
Yeah, but I can at least
PSA, let your pipes drip.
yeah, I can at least, but I can drive from one
let
side of
your
town to the
pipes
other, and
drop.
it takes 5 minutes now instead of 30.
It's fair.
So,
Yeah.
Trey, how was your week, bud?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything interesting happen?
I think one more death threat. Like we shut the store down, so there's a terroristic threat against the guy now.
What?
Are they going to charge him with that?
That's what Dothan said.
Because that's a felony.
How are they? I mean, how is this guy still not arrested?
Because the cops don't go looking for him, and like the town he lives in, he's a narc. So, if anyone is looking, Paul Ward informs on meth dealers in Slocum, Alabama.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure how big we are in the meth community down in Slocum.
Probably,
but,
probably not. But he's also threatening my life. So if you see him, like, give him a hot dose, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
all right,
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Tucker, how about you, buddy?
I don't know how I can top that.
Yeah, I don't think you really can.
It was a normal week. I'm back on call, and I've been at work, and I had to work the Christmas parade on Saturday. So,
Another parade.
yeah.
Fucking hate him.
I was required to be there, though. I didn't go by choice.
Yeah, I thought about texting to see if you wanted to come today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. As Hux gets older, I've gotten to where you don't talk about old age. Chris and I talked about this past fall at a football game. Like, I love doing stuff like that, going to the football game, like these hometown kind of things. Going to the Christmas parade is one of those just hometown.
My only issue with that, you have a kid, you
In it.
have a reason to go.
Yeah.
You have a small child.
Yeah,
If I show up at a high school football game, I look weird.
You look weird anyway.
I mean, you beat me to it.
yeah.
Okay.
You have clear hair and
I
your
don't
head
know,
shaped
man.
like a penis.
A lot of people. There's a lot of people that go to high school football games that have graduated from there years ago.
I didn't graduate from up here. I came up here to go to
But
college.
who would know that?
I'd rather not take that chance.
But who
Yeah,
would
but
know-
if you
who
came to
would
the
know
game,
that?
like, you wouldn't come just go to the game. You'd come with us, and we bring our
It
kids.
still
so.
feels weird.
They'd be like, they'll just look at you and be like, "Oh, some grandfather supporting his kid, grandkids."
I was thinking more like, oh, this guy has a special needs brother he brought out.
Oh, wow.
I wonder when the bus is going to come back and pick them up.
That's great, guys.
You're welcome.
We're really trying to get more listeners, aren't we?
Yeah, we're really up in the ante on this
Probably
one.
has a son that's in the color guard.
Here's the thing. Like, if we can do this for like,
That one is a slow burn on that one.
it is. I had to let it marinate.
You gotta let that one marinate.
Yeah.
That's good though. But no, I mean, I say we lean in, like, and let's embrace this 10 listener kind of thing that we have going on. Like, fuck these people. Like, if you listen to this, you have
So-
nothing
so-
better going on. Fuck you. Your life sucks.
Fuck you, Al.
I would definitely fuck Al. That
My
guy's
God.
a piece of shit. And
Oh, Jesus.
he has a hairy back.
Fucking,
I think that's actually true.
I think he goes to
fucking
the
Portuguese Canadians.
Yeah, he goes to the beach and it looks like he's wearing a sweater. and he's the kind of douchebag that would wear like a Speedo and like the pubes are popping out.
Oh, God. For fuck's sake.
I mean, he is Portuguese, so I really can't argue with Trey's assessment here.
I'm just, we'll have to get, since we can get Zoom people on here now, I want him to come on and we'll do something like Canadian bacon or something like that.
No,
And
I'd love to talk to Al face to face.
It's
face,
ham.
face to screen.
It's just ham.
Face to face. I'll call it face to face.
Canadian
He said he'd come
bacon.
on.
Good. I like Al.
Anything else
He's a
to
good
add?
sport.
No, I don't have shit to add.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Are
man.
you on it? Did he go yet? Trey?
Yeah, Trey,
Oh shit.
We're done. We're done. So,
did you have more to add?
All right. Well, that's the end of the show.
The house may fall through, but I mean,
Oh, yeah, the house.
Yeah.
what happened?
The appraisal came back and it's not where it needs to be, so it may not work out.
Fuck. That sucks.
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry, buddy.
So you'll still be living at your parents' house.
It's all right.
There are more houses out there.
There are.
Get a house in our neighborhood.
I can't afford one out here. Like, even the small ones are like right around like 300.
I'm still approved for like 300.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend that.
Crazy housing market.
It's true. You may get approved for something. That doesn't mean you want to
Yeah.
go all the way up to that limit.
It's true. Okay, moving on. I actually, unfortunately, Tucker, you're lucky. We don't have any fan mail this week, so I don't get to play the clip. So sorry about that.
Marcus didn't write anything?
Nope.
And Eric didn't write anything?
Nope.
Well, first of all,
Internet must be out.
Eric's disappeared for like 3 weeks. We need to start a search party.
I actually saw him Friday. Randomly enough,
Where were you and what were you doing?
I was in Auburn.
What were you doing?
I was going
Own
to
up to it. Own it. Own it.
going to a
Own
showing.
it.
I was going to a showing, and so I
And
waited.
what? He's just like hanging out in the front yard,
So-
like a fucking lawn jockey.
No, it was in an apartment
Pretty
complex.
much, yeah.
So I
Oh,
go
it's
to
an
the
apartment
show.
complex. So
Yeah.
that's
So
even worse.
I showed up and I waited, and the person I was supposed to show never showed up. And as I was pulling out, I happened to look. I just saw movement, to my right, and so I looked, and I see Eric walking towards me, and I was like, I didn't recognize. It took me a second to like, oh, okay. And so I rolled down the window and chatted with him for a second. And
I feel like he's one of those guys that kind of go through dumpsters. Like picking out the soda cans.
it's
and all
the
that,
opposite.
stashing
He
them.
does. He
I think
does.
he's looking for furniture.
I think he's looking for like soda cans.
It's the
Turn in.
opposite. He does. He and his father-in-law. He works with his father-in-law. And they do like
Aluminum smell of the future.
they do maintenance stuff, pick up parking lots and things like that, and some lawn maintenance and things like that.
The whole
So,
parking lot.
yeah,
He does that while he's looking for furniture in the dumpster.
I guess so. I don't
Okay.
know. I didn't see any furniture in their truck. But yeah, I mean he's alive. I spoke with him.
Can you imagine him having like outside of his like trailer, like a big barn or something where he sells like used furniture,
that he picks out of the dumpster.
slightly stained, but it's okay.
Lord,
Every meth head's come around and eat. Oh, gosh,
I can't say much because in like college, I think I've like picked up like a chair or two that were like dumpster,
Oh, for sure,
dumpster
college,
dives.
yeah.
Not really like dumpster dives, like they were next to the dumpster.
Oh, we still kind
technically, Eric owns a nicer house than you do right now, though.
He's not wrong.
All right,
He's out of line, but
It
he's
might
right.
have wheels on it, but it's still technically nicer than
I was
yours.
about to say like trailer doesn't really count as a house.
No, the wheels are off.
Yeah, the wheels are off. It's strapped down.
It isn't fixed to the ground. It's
Yeah,
not going anywhere.
exactly. Yeah.
It's on a slab.
I mean, it's just hemp rope, like tied to like a broken down tractor,
No.
but still
No. It's come-alongs.
long ratchet strap just over the top under some cinder blocks.
Helps hold the roof down during a tornado.
Exactly.
Maybe this time.
All right. So no emails, nothing to add there. So I guess we'll just move straight on into the movie. Y'all okay with that?
I like it.
Good
What
to go?
did we watch this week?
Trey really needs to know because he didn't watch it.
You gotta look up the cliff notes real fast.
Pretty much.
My Cousin Vinny.
Okay, I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Came out on March 13th, 1992.
It's the mob movie, right?
I thought it was 91.
Nope, 92.
I thought it was made in 91.
It was probably made in 91, but it was not released until March 13th of 1992. Do you know it's directed by Jonathan Lynn, who also directed Clue and Nuns on the Run?
Nuns
Nuns on
Yeah.
the Run.
Did you never see that?
No,
It's like this '80s movie. It's Eric Idle and
Who fucks Eric Idle?
I was thinking same thing.
Monty
too. Who is
Python.
that? Oh, okay.
He's
Wait, which one? There's several.
I mean,
He's one of the guys.
I know he's not John
One of the
Cleese.
guys.
Yeah, he's not John Cleese.
Is
And I think
is he the one that was also in? No,
He's been in a
He
ton of
wasn't-
stuff.
I was gonna say, was he the one in Fish Called Wanda?
Never saw it.
I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, he's one of those guys. And then, I can't remember who. There were two nuns, and they're like criminals, and they become nuns. If I remember, I hadn't seen it in
The
like
guys become nuns.
yeah, like they yeah.
I believe it. It's
It's
happening a lot
British.
right now.
It's
that
British.
sounds 80s.
It's happening a lot right now, so I think that's fair.
It's also British. Jonathan Lynn is British,
Yeah, you got it now.
and Nuns on the Run is British. And then of course Clue. So that was. Did y'all ever see that
Clue
one?
was good.
How's the if?
What?
Not Clueless.
Not Clueless.
Oh, fuck. God damn. I was only halfway listening to you. I'm looking at football scores. God damn it.
Oh, good job.
What the fuck was that?
All right, the Tim Curry movie. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Making
All right.
myself an asshole.
It's-
Let
That was a
out.
good movie. Clue was a good.
My
movie.
cousin, yeah, Clue was a good movie. So Jonathan Lynn, the director of My Cousin Vinny, also did those two. He did multiple others. He hadn't worked since like '96 though. He's still alive. He's like 90-something years old.
Well, after this movie, I see why it didn't work.
This movie stars Joe Pesci, Ralph Macchio, Marisa Tomei,
Hang
Mitchell
on.
Whit.
What was the first name you said?
Joe Pesci,
Okay. So I just said Pessy.
Pesci,
Okay.
Joe Pesci, Ralph Macchio, Marisa Tomei, Mitchell Whitfield, and Fred Gwynn. And this was his last role before he died. This is the last movie, show, anything he ever did before he died in '93.
Who?
Fred Gwynn,
Who the fuck is
Herman Monster.
Herman Munster.
the judge.
that? Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Herman Munster.
Yeah,
All right. Cool.
dude, look-
Learned something, man.
There you go.
Glad I did this research on this.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad you're really participating. in this
Judge
stuff.
Chamberlain Heller.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. Or Herman Munster.
Like I said, released
They're
March
known as
13th,
Herman
1992. Budget $11 million, which is $21.7 million today. Box office haul of $64.1 million, which is $126 million today. Ratings, IMDb gave it a 7.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 86%. Metacritic, 68%. Google users. Chris, welcome back. Go first.
Let's go with 82%.
Tucker? Trey.
88.
Damn it, that's what I was going to go with. I'm going to go with 89 then.
91.
Wow, wow.
This is really highly reviewed. I'm kind of surprised. Marisa Tomei won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in this film as Mona Lisa.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this was her first role, or it may have been her second, but this was
It's
very
like her
early.
breakout.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was her breakout role.
Wasn't she in the movie?
Very early in her career.
She was in that movie with Christian Slayer, that True Romance, right? Or something like that.
Probably, but that was
That would've been the
probably
earlier part for
dumpster
her.
fire.
I don't think I saw that one.
I'm sure she was in
I mean, it's
other
Christian
stuff before
Slayer, so I
then.
probably didn't watch it.
Greetings and
Can we just
salutations.
talk about how Marisa Tomei is 57 years old and still smoking hot?
Oh, yeah. Did you watch that movie? What was it? The Wrestler?
No,
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
with,
fucking gorgeous in
She
the
was-
Spider-Man
She was
movie.
pretty hot in that.
Really? She was pretty hot in this one.
I was going to say,
Well, this movie was also 30 years ago.
yeah, she was actually.
27. when
I was
this
going to
movie
say,
came out.
I actually, because I noticed it, like I kind of, well, not to get ahead, but in one of the scenes where they're in the one of the hotels and they were like arguing and flirting with each other.
Yeah.
I was like, Joe Pesci's old. And I looked it up. Yeah, she was 27, 28. He was 49.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, they're both
My kind of
Italian.
guy.
I mean, they're both Italian, so I mean, like it's fairly common, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
much older, much younger.
yeah. I mean, because they're criminals. So
Oh, I'm sorry. She was in a few other movies before this one. But yeah, this was considered her breakout role.
Nice. Okay. First time we saw the movie, Chris.
Oh, it was definitely when my dad had a video rental store.
Okay. I think I saw it on TV. Same thing. I'm probably a couple of years after it came out. I don't specifically remember seeing it.
yeah, something like that.
It's one of these movies that's always on TV, like this and Twister.
Yeah. So I
I've
actually
never watched that, by the way.
Twister?
Yeah,
It's not
Oh,
that
dude,
good.
Yeah.
that's a good movie.
It's definitely 5 beer.
What?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I get
Twister?
it. I do
The
have to.
acting's
I do
terrible.
have to agree with him. That's,
Acting's
we'll
terrible.
review it at some point, but right from my recollection of it, yeah, that's bad.
Acting's terrible in it, man.
All right, so first time I saw it, so my aunt and uncle had a video store as well, and
What?
yeah,
He was
They
also
all-
a janitor too. Like this is bullshit.
different side of the family. Okay, jackass.
Okay, so not the uncle that touched
So,
you. That's not what I'm hearing.
I was probably 7 or 8 when I first saw this movie for the first time. My older cousin
You okay?
went
I
and
think
swiped
so.
it, went and got it from the video store, and we watched it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. But for some reason, when I was a
Dead.
kid, I would always get this movie, and I know it's stupid, but I would always get this movie and Twins mixed up.
Really?
I don't know why. I really and truly don't.
That was a really weird, yeah.
But I would get this and Twins mixed up.
I can see that. Ralph Macchio and the other guy, they look similar.
Danny DeVito?
Twins.
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, to me, like, Ralph Macchio is always that little piece of shit, like, greaser kid from The Outsiders.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Greasers and Socials,
Nice.
Outsiders. I don't think I've
Oh,
seen
that's
that
a
one.
good movie.
You ain't seen Outsiders?
Dude,
That's a classic.
It
Swayze,
is.
Tom Cruise,
Yep. Macchio.
Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez,
Yep.
Damn.
Ralph Macchio, Matt Dillon,
I think wasn't Charlie Sheen in it too?
probably.
Yeah,
I
he
mean, if
was.
Emilio's in it. I mean,
Yeah.
That's
it
when
was
they're
a
young.
great movie.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one.
You got to watch that one. That one's good.
Okay.
We should do that one at some point.
yeah, it's a good movie about white trash. Like,
There
I
you
feel
go.
like it carries over.
He's not wrong.
It fits us pretty well then.
Who's that written by again?
Oh, it was a chick. Fuck.
I read the book too, and I can't remember.
Oh, I can't
I remember
but
reading the
I
other
know
books
she read
by
a
her.
book.
Like Tex was a good one
What?
too that she wrote. Well, I remember reading that when I was a kid. And
What is it called?
Tex.
Tex.
Yeah, that was a
Never
good
read
one
that
too. And was it Then and Now? Was it another one
Now
she
and
wrote?
Then?
Maybe.
No, then and now.
Then and Now, yeah.
I was going to say, well, there's the movie Now and Then, but I guess maybe that's not the same thing.
Well, there's a candy called Now and Later. Which point?
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of, have any of y'all watched the new Wonder Years?
No.
They're doing
Yes.
now? Is it any good?
I'm like half an episode in,
Oh, okay.
and that was like a month ago.
Okay.
So no.
So
you think-
15 minutes of a 30-minute show.
Yeah, because I mean, I really like Dooley Hill, who was Gus in Psych.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Does he play the dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, didn't they come back out
15.
with Psych?
Think they were talking about it? I don't know if they ever did.
I think it did. I think it
15
did
minutes
come back
into a
out.
30-minute show? I'm assuming it's because you're so busy changing diapers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you know my life. I almost had to change one the other morning.
Oh, God. Travesty.
No, luckily my dad was there. So,
Are you fucking serious?
Fuck.
and like I was carrying it out like in the bag, like my dad already like wrapped it up, and like I was in there dry heaving, like carrying it out.
Oh, my God.
Wait, so how old is Huck now?
He's almost 6 months,
And you still have not changed a diaper.
dude. I'm telling you, like I'm not.
You changed pee diapers.
Yeah, I've changed a couple pee diapers. I'm like 4 in.
Oh, my God.
I'm lucky. I married a saint. My wife is amazing.
Okay. Here we go.
How much life insurance does Whitney have on you right now? I'm just curious.
I don't
Probably
know.
not
I don't know,
enough.
but I got like 300 on me.
That she gets if something happens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's.
She's waiting for him to up that.
I mean,
No, I just did. I just upped it again.
I'd just take it. I'd just get rid of him and just take the money. It's a win-win, really.
Well, do you guys have life insurance?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Do you?
Yeah, I got 2.
You should.
I got.
Look at us,
Do,
man.
do
got
they?
half-
do,
I got
do
half.
they? I'm just wondering. Getting as old as you are, do the rates just keep going up?
Yeah, I will. Not yet.
I was going to dig in more on that. I just.
I don't know, the
Twist that knife a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the Globe Life I just got like is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is super interesting.
I know, right?
Let's get
Everyone's
into the movie.
thrilled about this. Okay, we open with a car driving down what looks to be
fuck these 6 people that don't have something better to do.
We're down from
like,
10 to 6.
a hot county
probably
road.
at this point.
They're obviously young guys on a road trip, and they enter Alabama. We're observing some very southern sights, some very southern sights: dirt for sale, roadside produce stands, and free manure. They stop in a gas station for cheap supplies, and the boys leave. And Bill realizes he accidentally stole some tuna. Just then, a police car pulls him over, and Stan is worried about being executed. The officer pulling them over pulls a shotgun and orders the boys out of the car. Cut to them being in a line, still convinced it's all about tuna. Back at the gas station, the boys stopped at, there's a body on the ground, and Sheriff Farley confirms that someone had killed Jimmy Willies. Back at the police station,
Jimmy who?
that's what they call him, Jimmy Willies.
Jimmy Willis.
Willie. I thought you said Jimmy Willie. Is Jimmy Willie dead?
I thought it was Willis.
Whatever. I think Jimmy Willie's funny.
Okay. That's what I do when I put it in her butt. A Jimmy Willis.
Oh, my God. All right, back at the police station, Sheriff Farley talks to Bill about the murder, but Bill thinks they're still talking about the tuna. Interrogating Stan, he explains why he didn't stop. When he's interrogating Stan, he explains why he didn't stop him from stealing the tuna, not killing him. In the sheriff's office, Bill explains what happened with the tuna, and then the sheriff asks why did he shoot the clerk, and Bill finally realizes what's actually happening. They get to make their phone calls, and Bill calls his mom. He explains what he thinks is happening and how corrupt everyone is, and Stan adds about KKK members and that they sleep with their sisters, much to no one's amusement. Bill tells Stan that they have a lawyer in the family, his cousin Vinny. Cue the red car coming in the town, everyone watching and gossiping. They get out, and as they're looking at the car, man offers him some info about mud in his tires. The boys are being taken to a jail, and all the heckling you'd expect. Locked in, they don't seem to appreciate their accommodation. Stan is freaked out about becoming Bubba's sex slave, unlike Tucker, who looked forward to it.
What just happened? It just got low in here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, is that the air conditioner that stopped running?
Could have been the air conditioner or the washing machine.
Vinny arrives and talks to Stan, and it's another double misunderstanding. Vinny is trying to understand what happened, and Stan thinks he's there for a rape. Vinny gets pissed with Stan and wakes up Bill, who hugs him, and Stan realizes what has then happened. They're in an interview room, and Stan and Bill realize Vinny has no experience and has only been practicing law for 6 weeks after studying for the bar for 6 years and taking it 6 times. First little bit.
Failure.
That's a lot, a little bit right there.
I know, right?
All right, so one of the first things I want to talk about, guys, is that lineup they were doing. Did anybody see a problem with that? Hey, from the legal side, did anybody see a problem with that?
What, that they were talking to each other? Or
Well, yeah, there's that too. But I'm talking about just the height discrepancies and the different size guys and different looks. You would never that lineup alone is grounds for a mistrial. Like if you presented that lineup in front of a judge, it's going to get thrown out
because they're supposed to all look similar, right?
Not the same, but similar. Yeah, they have to be similar height, similar build. You can't have you couldn't have a lineup of 6 people and have 5 white guys and a black guy in there.
Yeah,
you can't. So no.
Why? No.
So in this one, when you had these 2 young college kids,
the second you said it, I knew where he was going to go with that.
Yep.
I saw you kind of do this and lean in. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
So then you've got the really tall guy, and they're all older and everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a lineup like that. It's just not accurate.
What if that's the closest you could get?
Hey, it is small town.
I mean,
it's very rural in that town.
Then you get people from neighboring counties to come over. There's going to be 19-year-old kids in that county.
So one of those produce stands I've actually been to before.
The exact one?
Yeah. I mean, because it was the one, it was painted on there. It said,
you went to the Sack of Suds?
Yeah, exactly. No, it was painted, it was white with red paint. It said what did it say? Peaches. It said peaches and a couple of produce maybe or something like that.
Where was it?
It's on the way down to the beach.
It's South Alabama on the way down to the beach.
Yeah.
And it's still there today. You can still,
is it
Luverne or
Huh?
Luverne?
I don't know exactly
what kind of
where it
township?
No.
I don't know. No, it's not really
it's
in the
on
town.
the back road to what is it?
Is it 411?
Oh gosh, no. If you go through
331, 431,
Maybe 431.
Which beach are we going to from here?
Destin.
yeah,
Okay.
RPC.
probably 431 then.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
But
so
if you-
pass it every day apparently.
I guess so.
Okay.
But yeah,
I mean, I've seen
it's,
some,
it's probably
really
past
places.
where you're thinking of, because I think actually, I can't remember now if that's in Alabama or if that's in Florida.
It's right there on the edge.
It's right on the edge.
So I have a question. Who here has had mud in their tires?
Mud in your tires.
Mud in your tires.
I've honestly never heard that term.
No, I've never had that.
I know that it's a real thing. It can knock off the alignment. It can cause
Yeah.
your car to shimmy, but I've never heard it called that.
Yeah, I never heard it.
Did it cause your tire to fall off that one night?
That was something totally different.
That was ID10 error. God, Jesus.
You're trying to say
I know.
ID10T,
Yeah, that one.
and
Idiot.
nice job.
Trey, whatever you got infected me now. Whatever.
As if. I really wish I had been listening.
What?
It's my soul to get that one wrong.
Did y'all notice? In the Sack and Suds or whatever it was called, the old slush puppy machine.
Fuck
Yes.
Oh man.
Hell yes.
That took me back. I hadn't seen one of those in what?
Go.
I got a slush puppy story.
Oh god.
You heard it.
God.
You heard
What?
it not long ago.
I feel like I should remember a slush puppy story, but for some reason I don't.
So we were on our way down to the beach once, and my uncle is with us, and we stop at a gas station.
Was he touching you?
No, that's your
That's
uncle.
your uncle,
Different
yeah.
uncle.
We're on our way down to the beach, and stops in to get a slushy for my cousin, and he goes in there.
Is your cousin
and-
named Vinny by any chance?
Well, he goes in there, and this lady's like being rude or whatever, with him.
Oh, I do vaguely
And
remember.
she's like, he's like saying, where's the slushy machine at? She's like, it's over there. He's like, well, there's no like straws. Where are the straws at? She was like, just getting all frustrated. So he goes up to the counter and he said something to her. And then next thing you know, he's done took the slushy and done thrown it at her head and nailed her.
Jesus.
He gets back in the car and he's like, go. Police do catch up with him down the road.
Really?
Yeah, he gets put in jail.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
For throwing a slushy.
It's an assault.
Yep.
Wow. I don't remember that part. I remember you telling me the story now, but I don't remember that part. So I think we need to have some
Great
sort of
times
like
being a kid.
award or bell or something for when someone says the name of the movie in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because when he goes, I got a lawyer in the family. Who's that? My cousin Vinny.
That's every movie in the 80s.
I know, right?
That's every single movie in the 80s. They make
Well,
a
this is
Pretty
92.
I mean,
93.
even Back to the Future, they say that. Going Back to the Future.
Gotta go back to the future.
Back to the future.
Yeah. I mean, like every movie.
No, you're right. That is a very 80s and early
Thing to
90s
do.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
Because now that you're mentioning, I'm sitting here thinking, all right, there's.
I think even Family Guy made fun
Just
of it
like
one time. if I
the
remember
just like
correctly.
the songs.
You got
Like,
Top Gun and Backdraft and My Cousin Vinny, Back to the Future. I mean, I'm sure there's tons others.
But you do realize we're talking about a 90s movie
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh crap.
doing an 80s thing.
Exactly. Well, it was early
Well, it was
90s.
early
Well,
90s.
yeah.
It was probably filmed in. It was filmed in 91.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still, yeah, it's, yeah.
Close enough.
You asked us about the mud in your tires. Have any of y'all ever actually gotten stuck in the mud?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been stuck in snow.
I've never been stuck in snow. I mean, I've gone in mud and gotten stuck, but
Yeah.
we used to my parents had a lake house on Lay Lake, which is north of us here.
Oh, the Poor People Lake.
Actually, it's not right.
He's from Vestavia.
He's not wrong. no.
I mean, I get it though, but like the rich people don't go to that one.
It's in Coosa County, which is one of the poorest counties in Alabama. It was really cheap. No, yeah.
It's like Lake Harding. Fuck those people.
So
That's why Atlanta dumps their sewage.
Their third house was their cheap house.
But Lay Lake, I'll say this. I mean, it's a huge fishing lake. You're right. It's not a very big recreational lake because it's very shallow, but it's a big fishing lake. A lot of tournaments and stuff there. Anyways, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, they don't let the water down there but once every 4 years. Like the water stays at full pull year round, except for once every 4 years to lower it so people can work on the
Well,
docks.
now is Lay Lake a hydroelectric dam?
I don't really know, to be honest with you,
Because that's why they let. That's
why they let Martin down.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why they don't like Lay Lake down. I never really looked into it. But what was awesome, though, is we had a seawall, and then they dropped the lake down. So, you'd have 30, 40 feet of mud.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would get our four-wheelers out there and just fucking tear it up, dude. And I had one of my buddies that had one of those 4x4. It was 4 wheels on each side. So it was an 8-wheeler. Like it floated. You just drive it into the water and it just start floating, and you just
Keep on
and,
trucking.
yeah, keep on trucking. And so I had this. I had just a little 2-wheeler. It was a 4-wheeler, but it was only 2-wheel drive, only rear wheel drive. So I get
you
out
were
there.
the poor kid on the lake.
Yeah, pretty much. But I still had a lake house. So I'd get out there and I'd spin around, and I'd get stuck. And then my buddy in the big thing, he'd come out there and toss me a rope, and I'd climb over the front, tie it up, and he just blink, pull me out. It was awesome. It was honestly one of my
I
favorite
thought you were
memories.
meaning like car.
No. I've been mudding in
We got
cars,
a
too.
3-wheeler stuck.
Oh god,
Yeah.
how amazing that'd be! Like if Steven got the 4-wheeler stuck and they attached like an El Camino or something.
It's awesome.
I will say this: we got it. So what we would do is the guy in the 8-wheeler, he would stop and he'd push one side forward and one side backwards. So he's just literally spinning, right? And he just churn up all this mud, and then he'd drive out of it, and then I would just go like full speed and just hit that mud hole and just kind of. I got so stuck one time that we couldn't. That 8-wheeler couldn't pull us
He
out.
almost said something else.
I got so stuck.
I got so stuck.
I got so stuck. The 8-wheeler couldn't pull me out, so then my buddy had to pull his truck down into the grass through the yard. Had a 4x4 truck, and like had to use the winch to pull the thing out, the 4-wheeler out. It was so just like thick. I mean, it's got water over it for 4 years.
When I was in high school, I think I was 17. I got my truck stuck so bad
I
that
also think you were 17 in high school when your uncle touched you.
anyway, I got my truck stuck so bad that we couldn't pull it out with another truck. We
Yeah.
had to wait until the next morning, get my buddy's grandfather's tractor,
Nice.
and pull it out with that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, one of my buddies, his dad owned a tow company, and so we had to call the tow truck one night to come get us out.
Nice.
It was we were pretty stuck. What? What?
You say you've been stuck in the mud?
Yes.
Your uncle got stuck in the mud. I'm sorry.
I saw that light bulb go on.
Oh man. Oh, I'd say you
Anyway.
walked in. I'd say you kind of walked into that one, but you apparently backed up onto it. So, I'm sorry. Not really.
I really understand why we can't get any listeners.
I know, right? I don't get it. Real fast. Also, they go into Beecham County, which is actually not a real county in Alabama. So if anyone thinks, this is in Alabama, Beecham County is not one of Alabama's 67 counties.
Look at you, Mr. Trivia.
I thought I'd give you a little bit before the.
Name them all alphabetically. Start right now.
No,
Now do them in order.
that's what you just said, alphabetically.
Well, they're not all alphabetical.
What?
1, 2, and 3 are not alphabetical.
What are you
Oh,
talking?
he's going by license plates.
Yeah.
Oh, well, license plates are done by population.
Nope. They're done by
except for-
population for the first 3.
Oh, okay.
Then after that, it's alphabetical.
Was it Jefferson County's 1, 2 is Huntsville, and 3 is Mobile?
Probably.
What I don't know those counties.
3 is Montgomery County. 2 is Mobile County.
So Huntsville
one-
didn't even make the
And
list.
Jefferson County is number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so in the courthouse, Vinny is in the judge's office, and the judge, who notes his informal appearance, proceeds to ask him a few questions about his history. He claims to have defended the first guy arrested for the Son of Sam killings. He proceeds to tell him how his courtroom is treated and that he has no time for improper procedure. He gives Vinny a book about Alabama law procedure, and we cut to Vinny and Mona Lisa pulling into the roadside motel. As Lisa gets out of the shower, Vinny is studying his law book, and she offers to help, but he declines. They are then abruptly awakened by a steam whistle for the sawmill. They go to the diner, and I lose my spot. Oh God.
I don't remember that part of the movie.
Do what?
Oh yeah. Haha. They go to the diner and get breakfast. He questions the grits, as many non-Southerners do. They arrive in court, and we meet Jim Trotter III,
Them's hominy grits.
the prosecutor. He's with the sheriff, and they start getting ready to and share a knowing smile together. The judge enters and asks Vinny how his clients plead. As he begins to talk, he is cut off when the judge is telling him how to address the court. He questions his clothing choices and tells him to look more lawyerly. He begins to explain the confusion from the shoplifting to the murder charge. The judge continues to chide Vinny because he won't plead. His sarcastic response catches him a contempt of court charge, and the judge sets bails for the boys and instructs the bailiff to take Vinny into custody. On the bus back to jail, the boys look distraught. Lisa bails them out, and they discuss the gravity of the case. They sit at a roadside barbecue stand and continue to discuss the case. And they give an analogy of learning on the job and about cars and rebuilding a carburetor. Lisa says she was stiffed by one of the locals after trying to hustle some money, and Vinny takes exception. So they go to the pool hall to get the money back.
I go to the pool hard too.
She points out JT is the guy who didn't pay. They debate through different options, A and B, which Vinny chooses to kick his ass and get the money. But of course, JT doesn't have the money, so they leave. Stan is freaking out about the arraignment and wants to get rid of Vinny. At the motel, Vinny is still studying, and they argue about the dripping faucet. There's too much back and forth, but all ends up dead on balls accurate as they argue and flirt. They kiss, and they cut to the whistle waking Vinny up. Back in court, an elderly woman tells what she heard and saw as far as the shooting went. She identifies the boys. Next, a man tells the same story, seeing the boys in their car. Another man also agrees. The sheriff reads the misunderstood confession from Bill, repeating, "I shot the clerk." The judge finds they can't proceed to trial and asks Vinny why he's not dressed appropriately, which he replies, "You was serious about that?" Cut to him riding the prison bus again. Stan is mad about the arraignment, and Lisa bails him out again as they argue about not backing him up.
A lot there.
There is a lot there. Sorry.
So that scene in the diner where they have breakfast, lunch, or dinner was to me that was one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Just because they're looking at it and it's like
So many options.
2 breakfasts, and then the cook he gets that scoop of lard that's like the size of a damn softball.
Yeah. You realize there's a cholesterol epidemic in this country?
I just love that scene. It's so I guess stereotypical of Southerners because I love grits and eggs and bacon and
I was going to say
it's God.
So do you like grits?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially shrimp and grits.
What the fuck, dude? You don't like grits?
Are you really surprised at this?
A little bit, because if you don't put salt or butter in them, they're fucking tasteless.
Yeah, you're eating fucking cheesy ass sand. Like,
I can't say much. I really don't like grits either.
Yeah,
I get them. If it doesn't have anything in it, it's just textured water. That's all it is.
But if you had salt and butter and cheese, they're fucking amazing.
Yeah, so you're eating sand flavored with whatever the fuck you put in it.
I love some shrimp and grits. That's my favorite.
I've just never been a big fan of grits. I've tried them my whole life in different types and places, and actually, this is the best shrimp and grits, and I'm like, no, but is it though?
Maybe
not my thing.
I mean, shrimp and grits are like sex. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I love shrimp.
Is that your philosophy? So when your uncle was making that sweet
come
love to you,
on,
like you were okay with that?
Make it stop. Make it stop. I can hear him from here.
Make me a bird and let me fly far, far away from here.
Another famous Alabama movie.
I'm stuck in the mud. Best. Oh, by the way, barbecue stands on the side of the road. That'd probably be the best barbecue you'll ever eat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you
The
been
crappier the place looks, the better it is.
Have you been to Butcher Paper in Opelika?
No.
Holy shit!
I've been there.
Oh my god, their smoked baked beans and smoked mac and cheese.
Yeah. I've never had that. I just had a barbecue sandwich, but it was
their
killer.
brisket sandwich is really good, and their mac and cheese and baked beans are fucking amazing.
Y'all have heard of Dreamland?
Yeah.
The original one in Tuscaloosa?
Home of the white sauce?
It's fucking overrated.
I'm not a big fan of white
overrated.
sauce.
I'm not either.
I like white sauce. But their ribs are incredible.
No, it's overrated.
You're overrated. Well, the whole point is the original place in Tuscaloosa. I've only been to it one time. I was like probably 8 years old. But I'll never forget. I mean, you want to talk about a whole, I mean, it is a step above a dirt floor in there. I'm not even joking. It's like, I'll never forget. They've got a sign up somewhere over one of the doors. I think it says no farting. Classy place.
No, man, we used to have that Papa Joe's here. That was
Yeah, before you got hit with that Jewish lightning.
What?
The what?
Jewish lightning. Like the owner set it on fire to get the
Yeah,
insurance
okay.
money.
Jesus.
I don't know. They weren't Jewish. They were all meth heads.
I'm not gonna touch it because they're minorities.
It was good barbecue.
It was a good
all I was
barbecue.
saying,
The
it's good
Brunswick
barbecue.
stew.
They weren't Jewish. They were
Considering they have
fucking
a
white
menu by the time
guys.
you walk
Do you not
in the
get what
door.
No,
he's
they're
saying?
minorities.
I get what he's
Okay.
saying. I'm just trying to cover his ass again.
Let it swing out in the air.
Every year we'd go there and get a big, like a gallon of Brunswick stew.
Do you now?
Yeah, we used to.
Their Brunswick stew was really
It
good.
was really good. But obviously we don't do that anymore.
What was it? Their mustard based barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Was
I prefer
great.
mustard base.
Yeah.
I can't remember when or how exactly this came up, but I was talking when I was doing one of those town hall social things. I think it was that, or maybe just I don't know. We were on a Zoom or whatever with the guys from like the produce stand, and I was trying to like, how do you explain to someone who's not from here that like gas station chicken fingers, for example?
Oh,
or
they're good.
fried chicken.
They're
Gas
delicious.
station pizza, man. Like it hits.
I mean,
the log fries or whatever you
but
get
it
there.
can't be. It's not. It's not. But it can't be an Exxon. It's got to be like like a local.
Unless it's like a
independent.
Chester's chicken inside there.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking like you're talking like home cooking.
Well, yeah, you go down
Yeah.
to 4th Street Station in Opelika. It's a little shithole gas station
Yeah.
that has
The best food.
really good food.
Yeah. But it turns out that is a uniquely Southern thing. That does not hold true for the rest of the world. Apparently,
No.
I know.
I
Surprising.
never would have fucking thought that.
Try to explain that to someone.
But you're right though. If somebody's coming down here, you tell them to go get something to eat and all.
Yeah,
find
find-
you a gas station that lets you run down. If it's
Find
got
you the
food.
shittiest gas station.
What we should do is get Marcus over here and take him out to dinner at a gas station.
He'd eat that shit up.
I know he would.
Literally.
Literally my second freshman year of college.
Wait. Time out. Is this like the second year in college or the second time you were a freshman?
Yes.
All of the above.
Okay.
It would be both. Yeah.
Yeah, so literally going to spring break, we're in Panhandle, Florida, like not quite to Panama City yet.
So in the middle of the boonies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we stop to get gas. We go in. It's breakfast time. We're about to grab something because we drove all night. And they're like, "Hey, y'all want some possum?"
What?
And I'm like, "What?" Like the animal? And they're like, Yeah, you want some possum? We just got it this morning. I was like, no.
Did you
No, I do not.
Please, God, tell me you tried it.
Did
Fuck
anyone
no,
get
I
it?
didn't. No.
Oh,
Look, I can't. I've tried iguana.
I've had
I've never had iguana. No.
I've had squirrel,
Gator tail's about as exotic as I'm going to go.
Gator
ostrich.
tail's good. We were just talking about that today. We were just talking about gator
Yeah,
tail.
we were talking about gator today.
Literally,
So
just
we
earlier
were-
today we were talking about that.
We were on a cruise and we were in,
Hey, emu.
Roatan.
Emu.
Yeah, I've had emu.
Oh.
We were in Roatan and we
Like chicken?
saw this lady. She was on the side of the road selling iguana tail. She had she had her little pot and her little fire, and she was selling plates for like $5. And I'm like, fuck it, when am I ever going to try iguana again?
What was it taste like?
Honestly, very spicy, bony chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
I was going to say, I guess
you're not,
emu.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Emu probably tastes like chicken.
Yeah. No, it was a sausage.
It wasn't bad,
okay.
but there's
Hard to
so
tell.
many little bitty
Bones.
bones in the iguana tail that you really don't. You deal with that more than you get to enjoy the meat.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like brim or crappy. You just kind of got to eat around the bones.
I mean, I guess
Yeah, pretty
if someone
much.
offered me some, I don't know.
Offered you possum. I mean, like a marsupial.
How is
I'd
it?
do it.
How is it cooked?
It looked
You do
to
it?
have been
I
fried.
would. Oh yeah, I would.
Do it?
It looked like it was fried.
Probably try it.
It'd probably be
Yeah, I'd
fine.
probably
It
try
tastes
it.
like chicken. I'm
probably-
sure.
I'd probably try it.
Yeah, I'd probably try it.
If it's
I had a-
fried, if
now-
it's fresh and fried, I'd probably try
I
it.
had-
What if they had like possum like potted meat?
What the
Oh,
fuck is
like
wrong
possum
with you?
spam?
Yeah.
No, potted meat.
Yeah.
That is the
that's
same
potted
thing.
meat.
Spread.
It's in
No,
a-
it's like a spread. You spread it on a cracker.
Oh.
It's like mush.
Oh.
So same thing.
All right. So I'm bringing potted meat next time.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Yes, I am.
No, the
I'm,
fuck
not,
you're
I'm
not.
not participating. I'm telling you now.
Will you eat my sausages?
No,
Those are good. Those are
I
delicious.
thought you like hot dogs.
no,
Oh.
You don't eat hot dogs?
no,
What about bratwurst?
no.
Ooh, brats are good.
Yeah, you just put all those wieners in your mouth. No.
Potted meat it is.
All right, let's get back. We're way off track
Get some
here.
deviled ham.
I do like chip beef. Chip beef's pretty good.
Back in the 90s, my uncle bought emus, and he was going to breed them so that they could be like processed for like their
Well, they're
emu
good. It's
oil.
good
Like
for
it's supposed to be like
the
very
meat is.
therapeutic for you. I don't know.
What-
He tried it. They couldn't fucking he couldn't reproduce, so he couldn't.
He
get
couldn't
more
milk the
emus.
emu.
Yeah.
They're all boys.
I was gonna say, like, did he get two boys or something?
No,
Or-
like, he got a boy and a
He
girl, and it
melted.
just didn't fucking work out. I don't know what to tell you.
Weird.
Guess they ended up friend zoned. Tucker, tell us about
I was gonna
that.
say, it happens to everyone, Tucker. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Emus are attracted to humans.
Maybe I don't know.
No,
Why
I'm
do-
telling you that.
I didn't go in the pen with them. Like,
Why do you know that?
I just do. I told y'all about an emu story about going on the emu.
Oh yeah, that's
about
right.
when you fucked the emu?
No.
No, you know what? You know about weird.
Allegedly?
You want to talk about stuff that allegedly. You want to talk about weird stuff that he knows. We're sitting here at this parade today, and we're just kind of like watching and just kind of chit chatting. We're literally throwing acorns at Taylor and her sister. They never noticed. And he goes, "Oh yeah, that guy down there. That's the assistant coach for the girls golf team." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you even know that? Like, why do you know that? Who knows the assistant coach for the girls golf team?" He's like, "I don't know, I just do." I'm like, "Fuck, what?" Weird.
I met him.
All right, so next year I'll go to the parade, but we're gonna do something different instead of like them throwing shit at us.
We're gonna do
throwing
acid
shit,
before we go?
We're throwing shit at them. I'm okay with that.
Only one person gave out candy this time.
They're not allowed to throw candy from the floats anymore.
Why?
It's a safety thing.
Okay.
Kids got run over.
Okay.
Well, they
Not
serious?
locally, but that's
Well, they were out on the streets walking and throwing candy out.
Yeah.
That did happen.
But can we throw shit at them? That's the question.
Like
you-
actual shit,
Do you
or
just like going to jail?
I mean,
Just
am I going
curious.
to jail
Potentially.
if I'm throwing like necklaces and candy at them?
Well, I mean, if you're throwing
I feel like I'm
that-
generous, and like if I wear a Santa suit, like nobody's really gonna be mad at me.
you could pull the sand off.
Yeah,
I don't know. It looks like he's lost a little bit of weight.
it would still carry it right there though.
Yeah, I've lost some weight.
yeah, you have.
Eating better.
Did you take a shit today?
No, dude, eating better and trying to heart health and all that stuff.
HIV.
What?
It'll cause you to lose weight.
All right, here we go. Vinny and Lisa
lost a little.
are in a new hotel,
I started
and
doing the 100 push-up challenge.
Are you really?
Yeah, 100 push-ups a day.
how's that going?
Not bad. It's easy.
Are you you're able to do 100 push-ups?
A day.
Over the course of a day.
A day.
Over the course of a day, you can do
Of a
100
day.
push-ups.
Yeah,
you can do like 10 at a
100 push-up
time.
over a course of a day.
Oh, okay.
10
So
times a day.
total
you can do
difference.
10.
No.
I was like, Jesus, man, I don't know if I can get past 10.
My arms would be like, whoa.
I know that'd be awesome.
No, yeah. No, I think I'm at I'm up to like doing. I mean, it's not much, but still like 30 at one rep.
Wow.
So
How many days you been doing this?
I
haven't seen you in like a month and a
5
half.
or 6.
Okay.
So I just started it not long ago.
Are you sore
Well
yet?
done, sir.
You sore? You sore?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, I was day 2 or 3. Yes, but now it's like it's
Okay.
just
Muscles are getting used to it.
yeah.
Yeah. In a new hotel, Vinny
Makes you
admits
feel better.
to being scared. Lisa listens and understands. They're soon awoken by screaming pigs, much to his disbelief. What?
So what'd you say the first time?
I don't know.
Two-
Pigs. Pags. I just wonder what all those screaming cops are doing outside.
Was it like a bunch of people walking around with one leg, going screaming at each other?
Screaming
Bunch of screaming pegs.
That's just Tucker. Peggy.
Hey, where does a one-legged woman work?
Oh, no.
IHOP.
What's her name?
Peggy.
Eileen.
Do what?
Eileen. Stan convinces Bill to meet with the public defender. Bill meets with Vinny to tell him he's going to go with the public defender as well. Vinny tells Bill how he'll win the case using a building analogy. Bill and Stan argue about using Vinny or the public defender. Bill explains why Vinny will do well, and then the lights flicker as an inmate is electrocuted in old Sparky. JT shows up telling Vinny he's got the $200, and he calls him out on it being a bunch of ones with a 20 wrapped outside. He goes inside and goes to bed. As he sleeps, a train comes and rattles everything, waking them up. Lisa laughs. Vinny is in Jim's office and they talk about their past, why Vinny became a lawyer, when Jim invites him hunting, which he agrees to. Lisa's not thrilled with it, however. In the car, Vinny asks for Jim's files, which he gives him. Back at the hotel, he's very happy with himself getting the files. Lisa is reading the procedure book and tells him that Jim had to give him the files due to disclosure, which obviously...
Discovery.
She called it disclosure. Did she call it disclosure?
It's
Discovery.
discovery.
I feel like it's the same thing.
Kind of is.
No.
Same thing. I'm overruled.
It's discovery.
Overruled.
Overruled. Lawyered. Let's see. Vinny then questions the witnesses. Jim questions potential jurors. In the judge's office, he questions why there's no record of him practicing law in New York. Vinny explains that he has to use a stage name, Jerry Gallo, a prominent lawyer that it turns out is a prominent lawyer back in New York. But Lisa informs him that Jerry Gallo is dead. At Jim's hunting cabin, Lisa goes off about not being able to help him out and not getting married and her biological clock ticking. Vinny shoots back about the stress too. Cut to them sleeping in the cabin when something outside starts screaming, leaving Vinny to come out shooting. They are then shown sleeping in a car and a thunderstorm rolls through. In the morning, as they try to leave, he gets stuck in the mud. Getting out, he slips and falls into the mud, much like Chris does if he doesn't use that walker the doctor told him to.
Damn right.
That's all I got.
I liked it better when Chris said that Tucker got stuck in the mud.
No, his uncle got stuck in the mud.
So are you done with that? Or?
Tucker stuck him in the mud, so it's fine.
Getting into town, JT says he's got the $200, and Vinny tackles him, taking the money. In court, they're all waiting when he
It
enters.
was more of a Superman punch than a tackle
Yeah, well, it was Superman. Well, whatever.
Who got Superman punched?
in the movie.
That guy with the money.
Yeah, Joe Pesci's
When
like
It looked more like a Tito Santana like cross body block from the 80s.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Crossbody block. I just said tackles. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, but you see him throw his right hand up, so it wasn't
but
a punch.
it was like a forearm to the head. It wasn't like a punch.
That's all 4 feet of him. He got into that.
That's fair.
In court, they're waiting. They're all waiting for,
Did you know
for
that he's
Vinny.
a really good singer?
Who?
Did you know Joe Pesci?
Yeah, he did. He
Singer?
released an album as Vinny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, he released an album even before that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh.
Do you know who he hung out with growing up? Frankie Valli.
Oh.
Really?
That's
Like
interesting.
He's a character like in Jersey Boys.
Huh. Did not know that. Look at you.
Oh, background knowledge.
There you go. Thanks for the trivia.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you finally contributed something positive. It's about time.
You mean besides the AIDS
Yeah. Besides, did you say besides the AIDS?
or HIV, whatever?
In court, they're all
Me
waiting
and
for
Magic
Vinny
Johnson.
when he enters wearing a tuxedo, which everyone laughs at. He explains why he's wearing the silly suit, and he and the judge verbally spar as the trial begins. Now I'm done.
Jesus, there's a lot there.
Oh, do you have like a trivia section for today's episode? Because if not, I'm gonna bust out my other one.
No, just save it. Actually, I do and I don't. I mean, I'm going to do trivia, but honestly, I forgot. I
I bet
didn't
you
get any
mine's better
because
than yours, anyways.
All right,
probably
so
It's a deep
Shots
dive.
fire.
I like it. No, that's fair.
It's on Fred
Has
Gwynn.
anybody ever heard of Screech Owl in real life?
No, do they sound like that?
That's pretty accurate. I mean,
Is it really?
Those fuckers sound demonic.
I thought it was like, I thought that was edited or something like that.
No,
I saw the
Screech Owls sound fucking demonic.
That's-
If you're again, I grew up in
Probably
South
why they call them screech owls.
Yeah, I grew up in South Alabama, so we would hear them out in the woods and stuff. They sound. If you don't know what they are, it'll scare the living shit out
Wait,
of
didn't
you.
you say your trailer park backed up to the country club?
That's Eric.
No, I'm talking about yours. Like when you grew up.
No, that's Eric.
Yeah, you said you didn't grow up not far from the country club. Is that true or false?
I did say I grew up not far from the country club.
Yeah. One per tray.
So here's a question for y'all. When he's talking to Ralph Macchio, and he's explaining to him why he needs to go with him, and he randomly pulls out a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Why does he have a deck of cards?
He's Italian.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. They're good at.
I don't know, but I like it, and I would just leave it there.
That's the whole answer because he's Italian.
Yeah,
That's just your whole answer.
I feel like it works.
I feel like they probably do have cards. I'm with them on that.
Yeah.
So we're going to generalize all Italians, and they all have playing cards on them at all times.
I don't know. You got to tell you to call up and ask.
Not that I know of.
I mean, come on. You've seen the movie Rounders, right?
Not in a long time. I've seen Casino. And Donnie Brasco.
I mean, Worm plays an Italian. He's got a deck of cards on him all the time.
But we only see the cards in this one scene.
He only needed it for the one scene.
Just a thought.
I like the analogy he did, though.
It was pretty decent.
I did like the analogy and the little sleight of hand thing there.
It's so in this movie they do a lot of these like double misunderstanding things, and there's a lot of
The best part was the fucking scene though, early on.
Oh yeah, in the prison cell.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Oh, yeah, that
that's
one was-
actually not accurate. Your lawyer would not go into your prison cell with you. They would bring you out, and
Yeah.
so that it's funny and it makes
Yeah.
for a funny part of the movie. But
Yeah.
in real life, that's not going to happen.
Speaking of that, y'all ever watch Lawyers Watching My Cousin Vinny?
Yes.
The reviews
pretty
that they do.
good. Yeah.
So and well, we haven't gotten to that part yet, but procedurally, like the courtroom stuff is very very
supposed
accurate.
to be very accurate. Yeah.
And there was actually, I think it was a Yale law professor. I found this online. That would actually require his students to watch the movie.
Yeah,
because
I've heard of
he,
that.
He loved it so much, and it's so accurate.
It's pretty awesome.
I'd feel sort of cheated though if I was paying the tuition for Yale Law and I had to go
You
watch
get-
My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
You're getting
Today's
paid,
assignment, guys. Go watch My Cousin Vinny.
You're getting.
Can you imagine walking into Yale and like he wheels in the big screen TV and you're like, yeah, videotape.
But wait a
Fuck
minute
yeah.
though. I mean, it's something to not bore them per se.
and it shows them procedure.
Yeah. But I get your
So it's a
point.
good way
You're
to, like,
paying for
entertain
Yale
them
law.
and that
I
they
mean,
can.
it's not like
point out flaws.
Jones School of Law over here, like in Montgomery. It's Yale.
Fucking Yale.
Which is where Judge Chamberlain Heller had his degree from. Did y'all notice that on his wall?
Yes, but this goes back into my trivia, so don't fucking ruin it.
Oh man.
All right, fuck it, I'm gonna bust it out now. So Fred Gwynn,
Right.
where'd he go to school?
I'm
Yale?
guessing Yale.
Harvard.
Really?
Yes, he
Huh.
he actually wrote for the Lampoon.
Interesting.
Fuck it.
Nice.
Good
Did
piece
not
of
know
trivia.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like I was going to ask a question.
also-
the other thing they also do a lot in this movie, and you can obviously knowing where it goes, but just watching it this time, just paying attention, is how Lisa she's always I want to help, I want to do something, blah blah blah, and he always kind of shuts her down on it, and it's obviously kind of leading you to that she's going to be important.
It's a little foreshadowing.
It is.
almost.
It absolutely 100% is. Yeah. So I wouldn't, and I mean, not to get too far ahead. I mean, the movie to me at this point, I mean, it's the funniest moment to me was the slapstick when he shuts the door and he slips on the mud and he falls. It's
I
other
did
than that,
love
it's
that.
not. I mean, there's not a lot of. I mean, it's a comedy, but it's.
They got
There's
the
a bunch.
classic
There's a
two
bunch of.
Utes.
There's a bunch of
Yeah.
laughable scenes
That's
in there. Yeah,
always
the
good.
two Utes is good.
Yeah, we're not quite there.
What's a
yet.
Ute?
No, that was in the prelim.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
No, the two Utes comes a little later.
No, I was thinking
It's
that was
right here in the
prelim.
beginning of this
Okay.
next bit.
No, I thought there was a bunch of little funny parts in there.
There's little things that are funny. I just don't. But it's to me, it's not like
it's a little more highbrow humor than like what you get with like Dumb and Dumber, where it's real physical, real slapstick
that's
stuff.
fair.
This is you kind of have to pay attention to the little nuances a lot
well,
more
like
in this
that.
movie.
You know, the bit with the breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's I'll give you that. That's
pretty funny. And then you've got the whole hunting thing, and he's trying to schmooze the district attorney,
thinking he's getting his way,
thinking he's getting he's pulling one over on the guy to find out 5 minutes later. Well,
he has to do it anyway
because of discovery
or disclosure.
Thought it was funny, like with that, like he's like, "Hey, I'm about to finesse him," or "I'm in the process of finessing him," and like that terminology is.
I'd
really
love
big,
to
like,
see your
right now.
files.
Yeah,
I just
I
come
think-
out
I think
straight
there's
out with it.
I
I'd love to
think
see your
there's a-
files.
I think there's a
Okay.
lot of little things in there, and then that scene in the judge's office where the judge is playing chess. And, little piece of trivia for you: him knocking the chess pieces over was an accident.
Oh, was it actually an accident?
Yeah, that was not scripted, and the director thought it was so
pretty
damn funny and
Just
authentic
left it?
they left it in there.
I gotta say though, Fred Gwynn, man, like I can't remember. He's not Southern. He's not from the South. I think now he might be. I think he might have died in like Missouri or something like that. But
well, that's a whole different ballgame. Is Missouri part of the South?
that's pushing it. I mean, having been there, that's
I
pushing it.
mean, like just like is.
I mean, do you
is
think of
Virginia,
Saint-
is Virginia really part of the South?
No. Do you think of St. Louis as being Southern?
I mean,
No.
here's the thing: if
I mean, I don't consider. I
Fred
really,
Gwynn-
for some odd reason, don't really consider Arkansas either part of the
Fred
South.
Gwynn was born in New York City,
Yep.
and he died in Taneytown, Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, maybe not Maryland, Missouri then. But he has a damn good Southern accent. Like he had a damn good Southern accent. And usually, I mean, we
I
can.
wonder what he watched to get prepped up for it. Gone with the Wind.
Matlock.
Maybe, yeah.
Or,
Heat of the Night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Mayberry? Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith, yeah. Do you remember in the Heat of the Night? Anybody else?
Oh yeah. I remember.
they call me Mr. Tubbs.
I never actually watched it. I remember like the intro for it, and I'd watch it for like 3 seconds and go, "Nope, not gonna watch this."
Yeah, my grandmother loved that. So yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of grandmother show.
It is. No, it's 100%.
That and Matlock.
Murder She Wrote.
Oh yeah, Murder She Wrote.
Miami
I
Vice.
actually liked Murder She Wrote. I used to watch that with my mom.
No, don't talk bad about Miami Vice. I fucking love that show.
What's that, son? We couldn't quite hear you over there.
over that speedboat.
Tucker's
That-
watching, going, "They need to slow that some bitch down."
That TV show was awesome when I was growing up. I used to love that show. Don Johnson was one of the coolest motherfuckers on the planet.
But he wasn't.
Shut your whore mouth.
Question for you, Tucker. This
Yes,
this is a lawyery question,
Specifically
kind of.
for Tucker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all can answer if you know the answer.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, great. Are defendants usually in the courtroom when they're questioning jurors? Like when
You talking about for when they're doing the voir dire? It's called voir dire. No.
Okay. I was wondering. I just didn't see. It seemed odd.
I had to think about that for a second.
It seems odd that the boys were in there.
Typically, it's just going to be the attorneys and maybe the case agent or the arresting officer, whoever isn't the state's witness.
Okay. Just curious. I think they should fry them. All right.
I'm trying to remember. I can't ever remember a time where we've had a defendant in there for that.
For the jury selection.
Yeah, but jury selection is not like that. They're not sitting up in the jury booth because you've got a pool of 40 or 50 potential jurors, and it takes it's at least a half a day for jury selection. So it takes a lot. That part's not accurate.
Okay. Well,
Well, there's got to be one because I guarantee there's probably somebody who defended themselves.
well, that's fair.
I've never seen that. I'm sure there has.
I mean, I
but I've
got you.
never
I mean,
seen it.
like, but I think over the history or something, there's probably somebody who thought they were smarter than the system
But
and
did-
fucking defended themselves.
Hold on. But the prosecutor was the only one asking questions. Is the prosecutor who chooses the jury?
No. So the way it works is you have a set number of strikes, and you can strike. You can strike without cause, meaning you just don't like that juror because they have brown hair, whatever. And
Seems kinda racist,
so all
okay.
the jurors are numbered all the way down the line, 1 through however many's in the jury pool, and each side gets the same number of strikes, and then you have strikes for cause. Like if somebody says they don't think they could fairly judge a trial because of their cousin was arrested for whatever,
Or they believe in the death penalty.
or they believe the death penalty
yeah.
is not a good thing or whatever. If you have a reason, you can strike them for cause. Otherwise, you have a set number of strikes, and then whoever's left is that there's your jury.
We actually know a prosecutor. Why are we not calling this person
I know.
to come guest speak on this?
This would have been
question?
going to have her on for.
It would have. I don't know that she'd want to be on here. She has a career to think of.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Unlike the rest of us.
Yeah. At some point, I still want to try and do Soul Man, and I know that's not politically correct at this point. And
Is that the
it's
one-
been canceled?
Blackface?
Yes.
Blackface,
Yeah.
going to law school.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I mean, it could be.
You couldn't that or hell, Blazing Saddles is just as bad.
It hasn't been canceled though.
It's pretty close.
It
There-
was
but
written
here's
by
the
black
thing-
people though.
Here's the thing, though. Also, I mean, acknowledging. I think examining it is okay because as long as you're acknowledging
Like
why it's wrong.
It's not acceptable
Yeah.
in today's society.
Yeah.
While it was okay in the 80s.
Yeah. Again, as we learn from time suck, context is key. You know, you can't use today's moral judgments on something even 30 years old because it's just things have changed, and hopefully we've evolved better. But you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Okay, here we go. Anything else? Good to go. Okay. Jim has his opening statement. Vinny is asleep and gives a brief opening statement that everything Jim said is bullshit. It is then stricken from the record. The public defender gets up to give his opening statement and can't speak, even worse than me reading the script. The first witness gives his testimony about seeing the boys. The public defender asks him some questions about his eyesight, which he aces. When Vinny is questioning him, he questions him about the two utes, which the judge questions, what is a ute? Moving on. Vinny seizes on the time that it takes to cook grits and his time frame. Vinny goes to jail and finally gets a good night's sleep. The second witness, Vinny, shows him pictures of the view from his house and that he could not have seen the boys accurately. Mrs. Riley on the stand, Vinny hounds her on her glasses. He demonstrates that she can't even see at 50 feet. Jim then calls Vinny that night, saying that he's got a new evidence and he should be scared. The next day, he has a federal forensic analyst in to testify. Vinny objects, which the judge overrules. He testifies that the wheels on the tire tracks are the same. That they match the boy's car. The judge calls for a break and tells him that and tells Vinny that Jerry Gallo is dead. But Vinny tells him he knows that he's Jerry Callow with a C. At lunch, Lisa still wants to help, and he belittles her and the photos that she took. She leaves angry, as she should, and he sits back down. He says he knows something is missing, and the camera pans down to a photo Lisa took, giving the viewers a little bit of a clue. Vinny questions the forensic analysis. He sits down, and as the judge is talking, he notices something about the photo and asks the sheriff's help for something and tries to get Lisa in court, which she, of course, doesn't want to do. Vinny calls Lisa to the stand as an expert witness. Jim, of course, objects to Lisa and her qualifications and wants to question her. He does so, specifically asking the correct ignition timing for a 1955 Chevy Bel Air 327 cubic inch engine with a 4-barrel carburetor. She explains.
Make a 327 in 55. The 327 didn't come out till 62, and it wasn't offered in the Bel Air with a 4-barrel carb till 64. However,
this part.
in 1964, the correct ignition timing would be 4 degrees before top dead center.
Pretty decent. I didn't feel like writing all that out.
I mean, it's not as good as dead on balls accurate, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. Vinny then submits a photo that she took of the tire tracks and asks if the defense's case that 2 sets of guys in 2 metallic mint green 1964 Buick Skylark convertibles holds water. She notices something in the photo and...
The defense is wrong.
We're just going to listen to a little bit of this.
Sure?
I'm positive.
How could you be so sure?
Because there is no way that these tire marks were made by a 64 Buick Skylark.
There's
These
just a lot
marks
to-
were made by a 1963 Pontiac Tempest.
Objection, Your Honor. Can we clarify to the court whether the witness is stating opinion or fact?
This is your opinion?
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
I find
I love
it
this.
hard to believe that this kind of information could be ascertained simply by looking at a picture.
Would you like me to explain?
I would love to hear this.
So would I.
The car that made these 2 equal length tire marks had Positraction. Can't make those marks without Positraction, which was not available on the 64 Buick Skylark.
And why not? What is Positraction?
It's a limited slip differential which distributes power equally to both the right and left tires. The 64 Skylark had a regular differential, which anyone who's been stuck in the mud in Alabama knows. You step on the gas, one tire
Nice little
spins, the other
throwback.
tire does nothing.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Well, the explanation.
I
keeps going.
love that little clip.
It's great. It's great.
That's one of the best parts of the movie.
Those two.
Can we point out like one of the most subtle things about that scene?
What's that?
He realized it before she did, and she's the expert on the matter.
It's fair.
Just
he's-
saying, she took the picture. She didn't realize this all the way
Mm-hmm.
along. He had that epiphany, set it all in motion,
It's fair.
gave the clue to the sheriff.
But I'll say this though. She knows more about cars than he does, obviously, and so that's why you're right. He picked it up 1st, but it couldn't come from him because he's not an expert in that field. She's
Exactly. I mean, I just find that interesting.
That's a fair thought. I never
just
really
shows
noticed
that.
that.
You know, like men are smarter generally.
I saw where you were going with that.
Oh my god. Vinny then recalls the federal analysis. He confirms everything that Lisa said is correct and that the Buick that the boys were driving couldn't have made those tracks. The sheriff comes back into court and nods to Vinny, who calls him to the stand. The sheriff searched for a 63 Pontiac Tempest and found 2 boys were arrested in Georgia in the same car, same tires, and they had a .357 Magnum revolver, which is the gun used to kill the clerk. The defense rests, and then Jim then dismisses all charges against the boys. Elation throughout, everyone hugs. Vinny and Lisa kiss. And the judge tries to keep order. As Vinny is trying to leave quickly afterwards, everyone wants to thank him and congratulate him. The judge catches him after all and says that he's honored to shake his hand. Vinny is confused, obviously, and asks Lisa what happened. She admitted to calling his judge friend and that he sent a fax to the judge on how good Jerry Callow is. Vinny's upset, but he wanted to win all by himself. As they drive off, they argue about getting married or not, and the credits roll. Ooh, there you go.
So the courtroom scene again, and this is that more subtle comedy that you don't get in movies like Adam Sandler movies or Dumb and Dumber. You really have to pay attention to the dialogue and everything in this, because the whole scene where he's talking about how long it takes to boil water and to cook grits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to think, aggressiveness on cross-examination.
Yeah.
Was that whole bit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially with the 2 guys, and then with the little lady, he was real sweet and has a tape measure, and he's walking it over the people in the audience. And I don't know. I just love that scene, that whole part.
I mean, does it ever actually happen like that?
Maybe not to that extreme, but you do have. I mean, that's how cross-examining works. You can lead your witnesses to get answers that you want to get. You can't do it on direct, but you can do it on cross and re-examination.
Oh yeah, definitely. I watch court TV.
It's fair. I thought for about 3 seconds about looking at
You
trying
see
to
him
become
do
a
that
lawyer.
all the time on court TV.
And then his objection about the expert witness that they had, and that's accurate. You or the defense or the prosecution is not allowed any surprises. They have to be completely above board. That's
Right.
grounds for a mistrial. So when the judge denied that objection, or that when the judge overruled that objection, which was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, that was a well thought out. Overruled.
Yeah, that alone would be grounds for a mistrial.
Really?
Yeah.
On the appeal.
On the appeal, I mean.
Yeah. Interesting.
But again, it just makes it fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's got the feel good ending. Obviously, that all these movies like this had in that time. Everyone hugs and kisses and whatever. But okay, well, let's.
Everybody's all happy, but the family of Jim Willis.
Well, they're happy that the wrong people didn't get arrested and punished for a crime they didn't commit,
There
the real offenders were in jail in Georgia.
In Georgia,
be brought back over
They'll
here,
be
so they
extradited.
still get.
Yeah, they'll still get electrocuted.
They're
still going to die.
Fry them.
Yeah.
All right. I keep going back and forth. Do we want to do trivia first, or do we
Go
wanna-
ahead and do trivia.
wanna do trivia first? Yeah. Top 5 trivia. Woohoo! Okay, number 1. This is the American Bar Association's number 3 film on its 25 greatest legal movies. Kind of fun, right? Yeah. Number 2, obviously we already went over this. Final feature of Fred Gwynn. Number 3. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. Crap, I can't find where. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Joe Pesci reprised the character for his 1998 album, Vincent LaGuardia Gambini Sings Just For You. Number 4, Christopher Lloyd was considered for the role of the judge.
Ugh.
Now, if Christopher Walken had been considered for the judge...
Oh, man.
That'd been terrible.
Christopher Walken for the judge.
Overruled!
Oh, Stan, you've been overruled. Again. Oh, that's funny. I'm trying to figure out where it's...
Steven, I got a dare for you.
So
Okay.
here's a little piece of trivia for you that you may not have. They were actually going to do a My Cousin Vinny 2, but they never could. They never could get the script or producers or something. There was problems with it in pre-production.
That would have went straight to DVD, VHS.
Laserdisc.
All right,
No,
Steven.
it probably would just be on TV.
Steven, here's the challenge.
Okay.
He's got to finish his trivia.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's fine.
One day this week, all you can do is speak in Christopher Walken cadence. With the accent.
Do the whole review on it.
I would love for you just one day this week, just throughout the business day. That's all you can do.
No.
Do y'all watch Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
Yes.
Have y'all seen the episode where they make, I think it was Q,
Yes. Yeah.
talk like Christopher Walken?
I don't think I've seen that one.
I have. I remember that one, yeah.
It's hilarious.
I'll tell you a story.
At the end of it, he's like, "Kid, throw me your ball." And he throws it over to the side. Go get it.
That's funny. They let's see. Here you go. And Will Smith auditioned for the role of Stan, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. So. there you
Oh,
go.
that's had to change the last name.
Yeah. Yeah. He wouldn't have been a Rothstein. Top 5 trivia. Yay. Speaking of the Christopher Walken thing, so back in the day when I used to play drinking games and whatnot, we would usually play like presidents and assholes, and so in that game you can make rules and whatnot. And so I would get there's one of the rules where you have to like every time you have to end a sentence with like a sound or something. So I'd always get either have to end a sentence sounding like a Wookiee, or talk like a Wookiee. I had to speak like oh my God, Captain Kirk.
That's great.
And that like, you've got to take a drink right now. But and then the occasional, you got to do the walking.
Yeah.
Took his watch in my ass. 4 years.
You really couldn't do that cadence all day?
I don't know, man. That'd be hard. I will say though, if you want to hear a good Christopher Walken, our friend, our buddy Mitchell.
Absolutely.
Mitchell does a really, really good walking. And I mean, I know it's like it's not that difficult to do, but yeah, it's a good walking. So, okay, ratings and reviews. Chris, how about you start, buddy?
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of this movie. I'm just gonna flat out say it. It's not one that I'll ever. If it's on TV, I'm turning it to something else.
Really?
Yeah, People's Court. I don't care. Just something else. Sorry, man, but this is
That's
definitely
fine.
this is definitely a 4 beer for me.
Oof. All right.
I'll go next. I like it, but it's just it's funny, but it's not funny.
It's a smarter comedy. I can see why you wouldn't like it.
Oh, jeez.
Where's that? There we go.
Am I really gonna be in Tucker's side on this shit?
Apparently,
How many? So what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it 3.
Oh, okay. Middle of the road.
I mean, it's okay. Like
Slightly below average, huh?
I like the ending of it. I like her. Marisa Tomei makes this whole movie bearable,
totally.
and her just being able to look at her. Never mind, their accents are terrible, but yeah, the bit at the end where she gives her thing
I think that's what gets me is the over accent.
It's so New York.
Everything. No, it's just, even the southern part is just like way too much.
Yeah. So yeah, I just I mean, I'll watch it. I don't ever want to sit down and watch it, but if it's on TV, I'll put it in the background.
That's fair. Trey.
I'm going 1.5 beers.
Wow.
I think it's one of the top 150 movies I've seen in my life.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, I'm going to go with this. You've got Marisa Tomei, a young, very hot Marisa Tomei, and was probably her best early role. I mean, she won a fucking Academy Award for it. Joe Pesci is hilarious. They had great chemistry. You have an all-star cast because every one of those main guys, with the exception of maybe Stan, they all had great chemistry on screen together. The movie is hilarious. It is more of a smarter comedy instead of physical slapstick shit. I absolutely love this movie. I owned it on DVD, a digital download. I mean, I've had it. I don't think how I had it on VHS at one point. This movie is incredible. It holds up even to this day. The clothing styles don't. I'll give you that. But God, that scene in the courtroom where he comes in there in his little tuxedo, and the judge is like, "What are you wearing?" "I bought this for you. I have a suit. You've seen me wear it." It's great. The dialogue is great. It's witty. It's funny. I love this movie. It's a one beer movie.
Okay. What's your math on that?
You know, in this movie, we talked about some of this other stuff. But if you look at like previous roles and like a first role for somebody, what about Bruce McGill? His first role was D-Day in Animal House.
Bruce, was he in this movie?
He's a sheriff.
Really?
He was D-Day in Animal House.
Which one's D-Day?
The one that rides the motorcycle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shit. Okay, so if you add up all the scores, the 3, the 4, the 1.5, and the 1 divide by 4 comes out to a score of 2.375, which means this movie's a little better than average.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's fair. I mean, it's divisive. I think.
Yeah, I think it works.
All right, so I have a nomination for the next movie if we don't have something better on the table.
I don't think we have anything yet. Something we're going to discuss after, I guess.
Nope, do it now.
We're discussing it now, apparently.
Apparently, hour and 20 minutes into it, so let's roll.
Yeah, Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, Dead. It's a documentary on National Lampoon.
I'm in for
I
that.
like it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
What's it on?
Whatever the fuck you're going to pay for it on, because it's probably like $3.99 on.
So Cinema
Amazon
HD
Prime.
on.
Yeah, Cinema HD it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome.
Find it wherever
You're
you
gonna
can get it.
have to text the name of that out, by the way.
That's fine. Just real fast, that we hadn't done this in a while. Does anyone want to alter their top 5?
What's on my top 5?
Yeah, what's on my top 5?
Okay, my top 5 is Breakfast Club, T2, Sandlot, Back to the Future, Mail Order Brides.
That's not my question.
Shut up, I'm getting to it. Chris's is Sandlots, T2, Trick or Treat, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Hubie Halloween. Trey, yours is in no particular order because you don't have numbers. Meatballs, Boondock Saints, Mail Order Brides, Sandlot, and Lone Survivor. Tucker, yours is Beer Review, T2, Gross Point Blank, Mail Order Brides, Escape Rooms.
Wow. So do y'all add My Cousin Vinny to this?
I do not.
I do.
You want to add it?
I do. That's going to the number 4 spot.
Number 4. Are you going to delete Mail Order Brides or are you going to move it down?
Remember, it's not about the movie, it's about the episode.
If you did an order, then you got to bump number 5. Because 4 is better than 5.
That's fine. Move my 5 down to 4, or move my 4 down to 5, and My Cousin Vinny comes in at number 4.
Okay. All right. There we go. 4.
And I'll be honest with you, mine's going to change next week because I actually really like this documentary.
That's fine. All right.
I got to figure out what's going to bump, though, since there's no order to mine.
That's a pretty good way to do it.
Well, no, they're in order. That's the order you gave them to us. That's their 1 through 5.
I don't know if it's going to bump Lone Survivor. That's the thing. Because I didn't do it in an order. I didn't.
Then you better come up with an order before next week.
That's fine. I'll figure out what it bumps.
That's
I just
fine.
won't tell you the order.
Did we talk about the college pick'ems? Who finished in last?
Oh, no, we
It's the
didn't.
end of it all.
Who won that? Who won that? Oh,
Whoever gets to give the slap bet.
all right. Well, let's
Swear to
see.
God, you're not slapping me.
I'm not the winner. I don't get
Hold on.
to give it.
I can pull it up.
I was in first.
I know.
so Chris gets to
but I
give
want
the
to go
slap.
over. I want to go over the points and everything else.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this is going to be bad. The points.
let's see.
Oh.
So, son of a bitch. There we go.
I even forfeited a couple points. Gave him a chance.
Let's see. So, finishing up with a win-loss record of 90 wins and 50 losses, Chris finished with a total of 528 points. Coming in second with a record of 85 wins, 55 losses, and a total of 514 points was me. Third place with a record of 85 and 53 because he missed a couple of games and 503 points is Trey. And Steven with a record of 79 wins, 61 losses, and 476 points. And it looks like Chris gets to slap Steven.
No one's slapping anyone.
Do it for the podcast.
No.
It is for the podcast.
No, it's absolutely not for the podcast.
All right, then it's for Chris's satisfaction.
Nope. Because I never agreed to a slap bet.
I remember you doing it.
No.
I do remember a slap bet being discussed.
Yeah, and I said I'm
remember
not going to
being
do
agreed
it.
to.
No.
You mounted a great comeback, but it just fell short.
Appreciate that. I did get pretty close.
1 point. You had me down to single digit at 1 point.
True.
And then went back up to double.
We'll do it next year. I'll get you then.
All right. Moving on. We'll wrap this up because we're pushing an hour and 30 minutes at this point.
Okay.
You can find us on the web at theguysreview.simplecast.com. You can email me anything and I will read it poorly at theguysreviewpod@gmail.com. Instagram at theguysreviewpod. Twitter at _guysreview. And remember to like the tweet at the top of the page and we'll throw you in our Twitter DM group. We had a new guy this week. There's a new guy that joined you.
I don't do it. That's right.
I got locked out of fucking Twitter.
On your
I got locked out of like my other one. So like
the Trey Guys Review one.
yeah.
But this one,
How did you get locked out of it?
I don't know. My phone like threw out my saved password and this was like, hey, figure it out.
but this one says it was activated in like
Yeah, this
January
other
of
one-
last
yeah,
year.
this other one was my old one.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's people. We throw memes in there. It's fun. You should, Chris. You should download it again. Yeah. So please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast from. Anyone got anything else to add?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. All right.
See you next week.
All right. On behalf of Chris Train Tucker, I'm Steven. This has been another episode of The Guys Review. Thanks so much.